The door is locked from the inside. No sign of struggle. No sign of entry. Yet the woman lies dead, strangled, with not a single fingerprint around her neck. On the floor next to her body, a plate of neatly sliced pears, and a handwritten note that reads only, "I told you not to scream." Detectives are baffled. No footprints, no forced access, windows secure. Who could have done it? And how did they vanish into thin air? The most bizarre murders in history. Timeline. Murder number 1. The Locked Room Mystery of Isidore Fink, 1929. New York City. An immigrant running a small laundromat. One night, neighbors hear screams. Police are called. The door is bolted from the inside. When officers finally break in, they find Isidore Fink dead, shot 3 times in the chest. The windows? Barely large enough for a toddler. The walls? Solid brick. No weapon, no blood trail, no gunpowder residue on his clothing. It's considered the perfect locked room murder. Detectives assumed suicide, but the angle of the bullets proved impossible. They ruled out robbery, jealousy, mob involvement. To this day, no one knows how the killer got in or got out. Murder number 2. The Green Bicycle Case, 1919. Leicestershire, England. A young woman named Bella Wright is found dead by the roadside. A small bullet wound to the face. No gun nearby. The only clue? Witnesses saw her riding beside a man on a green bicycle. The bicycle was later dredged from a river, along with a pistol, but no fingerprints. The owner, Ronald Light, was arrested, and in a bold move, he defended himself in court. He said he had nothing to do with the murder. He just panicked once he read about it. The jury believed him. Case closed. But not solved. Murder number 3. The Hinterkaifeck Farm Slaughter, 1922. Germany. A remote farm, a family of 6, all found brutally murdered with a pickaxe. But here's the chilling part. 3 days before the killings, the family reported hearing footsteps in the attic, though no one was supposed to be there. Their keys went missing. Newspaper they didn't subscribe to appeared on the table. Their maid even quit, claiming the house was haunted. Whoever killed them stayed on the farm after the murders, fed the cattle, ate the family's food, slept in their beds. The killer lived among the dead. For days, no one was ever caught. Investigation. How clues turn into chaos. Investigations into these crimes were as eerie as the murders themselves. Detectives studied locked door mechanics, trajectory analysis, footprint patterns, psychological behavior. But each case broke the rules of logic. Science offered more questions than answers. In the green bicycle case, the bullet trajectory didn't align with a traditional shooting stance. In Hinterkaifeck, the lack of footprints in the snow suggested the killer arrived before the snowfall, meaning they stalked the family for days. And in the case of Isidore Fink, one detective suggested the killer shot through the keyhole, but mathematically, that was impossible. The clues were like illusions. They explained everything, except what actually happened. Murder number 4. The Lead Masks Case, 1966. Rio de Janeiro. 2 men found dead on a hilltop, dressed in formal suits. Each had a lead mask covering their eyes. No signs of violence, No defensive wounds, no poisoning. Nearby, investigators found a notebook. The last entry read, 4:30 p.m., be at the specified location. 6:30 p.m., ingest capsules. After effect, protect metals. Wait for signal. To this day, no one knows what they were waiting for, or what killed them. Some claim UFOs. Others suggest a bizarre religious ritual. The notebook remains one of the most cryptic clues in criminal history. Murder number 5, the Circleville Letters, 1976 to 1994. Circleville, Ohio, a town terrorized by thousands of anonymous letters exposing secrets, threatening violence, and predicting doom. One victim? A bus driver named Mary Gillespie. She was accused of having an affair, then nearly killed by a booby-trapped gun on her route. Her brother-in-law, Paul Freshour, was arrested, convicted of attempted murder. But while Paul was in prison, letters kept arriving. Same handwriting, same intensity. Paul insisted he was innocent until the day he died. To this day, the identity of the Circleville writer remains unknown. Was Paul framed? Or did the true writer hide in plain sight? Aftermath. What these murders taught us. With modern forensic science, we assume every crime leaves a trace. A DNA profile, a digital footprint, a surveillance image. But these crimes defy technology. They challenge the basic rules of cause and effect. They make us question reality itself. Psychologically, they reveal one thing. The human mind craves closure. And when we don't get it, we fill the void with the uncanny, the unbelievable, the supernatural. Locked room murders make us question logic. Lead masks make us question sanity. An entire family slain without reason makes us question humanity. And sometimes, it's not the brutality of the murder that terrifies us. It's the silence left in its wake. Closure, the most disturbing truth. Some killers are caught, some confess, some even repent. But the most haunting ones, the ones who commit the perfect crime, they leave behind a world forever waiting for answers that may never come. Because in the end, it's not the horror of the act that breaks us. It's knowing someone did the unthinkable and got away with it.